Hey everybody, this is Bazinga for Get Tech, and we're gonna have a great night tonight. We're gonna go to a...
Hey, no, stop it. All right, look, Big Benoit 589 here with a Hauntober tour review.
Haunt!
Yes, haunt. Deal with it. You're going through again. Zip up, get ready to go in. So, we're going to Factory of Terror in Massachusetts. Now, there are two locations, one in Worcester.
Worcester.
Worcester?
Worcester.
Worcester? 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 And then where are we located for this one?
I don't know.
Fall River.
Fall River.
Fall River?
Fall River. Yeah, we can't talk. And there's also one in West Warwick. So there are three locations for Factory of Terror. If you guys have to hit one, hit up any one of these three, or go to all three and get the trio. So this is the Hauntober tour reviews. We're gonna go to Factory of Terror. I can't wait to go in to bring this guy in because he's ready to go. He's ready to go. Come on, let's go. Let's go.
Ah! It's got me! Help!
All right, so I made it through.
I did too.
Here's Amy. There goes Bazinga. There he goes again. All right, so yeah, he's not making it tonight. He's not making it at all. So we made it through. Bazinga is probably gonna, have a heart attack again tonight. Going through this haunt, I tell you, I'm gonna get these guys parts first before I say my part. What did you think of the sets?
The sets were really good. I liked them. They were very intricate, and there was a lot of things sounds. There was a lot of lights. I think there was lights, right?
Yeah, there are plenty of lights.
Lack of lights. A lot of hard work went into the artistic stuff into this too. Like some of the blacklight rooms and stuff like that.
So I'm flipping the mic every time he talks because this is Get Tech. This is a Big Benoit 589. So every time I'm like, ha. All right, so yeah, that's what we're doing. So I agree. I think that a lot of work went into this place. A lot of the detail was put into each scene. Even the subtle detail that not many people notice, but I may notice, like going through some of the dark mazes, like the swamps. You actually can see some gator heads that are actually hanging on the railings if you look close enough. If you look in certain spots, you see certain characters that match up with the set itself, and they had props that just match the character in the scene that they're in. Like they would have like Jason Voorhees. He had a Jason Voorhees a shirt on, which threw me off. I'm like, Jason Voorhees never wore his own logo. Like this ain't right. This is a little weird.
Self-promotion. Come on.
One of the things I'll bring up is the creep out factor. The creep out factor basically is like if you can't get the scare, it's just a feel of the place. So what do you guys think?
I actually was laughing at them. It didn't scare me that much. The only thing that possibly scared me was they had air at the bottom of your feet.
Yeah, the air cannons.
And it kind of made me jump, but the rest of it,
Skipped.
I skipped. I did. I skipped because I thought it was going to happen more than once, and it happened once.
She skipped to her loo.
The only creepy thing that I went through was those strobe lights, because I was like disoriented.
See, disorientation counts as a creepiness. I think what the thing is creepiness that no one talks about when they go to scenes like this and haunts like this is this subtle detail and props they can add to scenes to make it feel like something else. If you remember in the haunt itself, they had fishing line hanging down from the ceiling. What that's supposed to feel like when you go through is like kind of like a spider web feeling going to the top of your head. And that's what I like about certain creep out factors when they do haunts. They add like little things that make no sense to people. They go, why are you going to hang there from the ceiling? Go through at night. You'll find out. And all of a sudden you're feeling like spider webs going through. And I think if you added a little more like fishing lines and spots, maybe it'll creep people out. I think the claustrophobia wall was pretty cool. Although I know the one in West Warwick is a little bit longer. It is a long hallway for the claustrophobia wall, and I think he has like 2 or 3 of them going through. Actor-wise, going into that point, what do you guys think of the actors?
They were loud, and they actually went to a few times. But because I was short, I think.
Some of them were repetitive, like the same ones over and over again.
It wasn't.
So what he's basically saying is a lot of the scenes and sets, they were actually like, interconnected between two different scenes. Like I know when I was trying to go to Factory Terror years ago, the way he had it set up, he described it was you have one set and then behind that set is another set. So it's designed so that you can do two sets on one section. So when you do it, you have multiple areas to go through. You have like the kitchen, in the back wall, you have like the bathroom, and they can have one actor run both scenes. So basically, it runs the right way, so we can do it that way. Actor-wise, I think the makeup was great. I thought the costume was great. I think props are awesome. I do know that they had a bit of a shortage of actors tonight, and I don't hold that against them. I understand completely as an actor, as a haunter for 6 years, that it is hard to keep an actor motivated and going to staying at the haunt when it gets closer to the end of the year. They get tired, they get run down, and they just want to stop because they just want to take a break. I think they did a pretty good job on that aspect. If I had to give it an overall rating, I'm going to go to these guys, so give their rating first, and I'll give you mine.
I give it like a 3. Yeah, 3.
A 3? Like a 3.
3.
Because I'm a wimp, I give it a 3.5. Because a guy did sneak up behind me and I almost elbowed him, so he made me jump a little bit.
Hey, just because I know the background of Factory of Terror, and it shouldn't place any judgment on the review itself, but in some sense it does, because I know what it's like as a haunter, as an actor, and what they're going through. I would give it a 3 out of 5. I would honestly say if I had to give it a negative to it, I would think the strobe lights are a little much. I think that he could dumb down on some of the strobe light effects, maybe include some visual effects of other kind of animatronics maybe. The actors, I think if you had a little more actors, it would kind of bump up the scale a little bit, but understandable that with the season coming to an end, it's kind of hard to keep the actors when they get tired and exhausted and they want to go home and not do much and just relax. So I understand where they're coming from. For you too.
I gotta curl up into a ball, so I'll see you later. Gonna go curl up.
Yeah, he's curling up. We're gonna use him as a prop for the next haunt. So look forward to the podcast that follows these haunt reviews. It'll be on what's been happening, and that's what's been happening. Like, we tried that before. What's been happening is not a podcast we follow. What's been happening is a podcast we follow. We talk about. If you guys like the video, hit the like button, subscribe, comment, thumbs up, follow me on social media. Let us know what we're doing. Leave a comment down below. If you know where we should go next year, what we should have done this year, let me know. Tell me down there, and then look forward to other haunts. And just because I'm on his channel, but I'm gonna do a cheap plug. Where are you from?
I'm from.
Okay, there we go. So that's where we're from.
Get teched.
You got it. There you go. Get teched. Check it out. Happy hauntings.